Okay, I think the holder that I make for this is going to be based on the same concept as these here surface gauge clamps right here. Be about the same kind of thing. I'll be able to adjust it on the column anywhere I need to, this way here, back and forth, up and down. So this would be a very good concept to use for the design of the LED holder. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to make this out of aluminum or steel. I have to see what I have available. But I know I have springs that I can use if I needed them. And that's the parts that go together. So I'll just make each part individually to match the thickness of the column for my drill press. The thickness I'll be using is that thickness there versus this thickness here. So this clamp here will have to be able to fit this size column here. And so all the pieces would have to be made to upgrade to that kind of a size column. And so that's what's coming next. Okay, 632.632 is the diameter of the column. And by the time I bring the tab out to do the locking, I can take that to, I would say, there's 3/4, too small. Probably 1 inch would be good. 1 inch would be good for that, for a tab, to lock that. So the piece I will use will be 1 inch, and I have 1 inch diameter. I could use, let me think here. No, I think here now. Nope, I need more than 1 inch. I would need, I have to think this through, see what I have available. This looks like a nice size screw to use right here, so I'll just look at the length of that coming off of the column of this. Look at the length of it. And that's about 600 thou. That's roughly 600, that's even a little less than that. Let's look at a 1/2 inch off of there. And it's a little bit too small. It's any more than that. It's got to be about 5/8. Alright, so actually a little less than 5/8. 550, roughly. Okay, what I can do is I can add 550. That gives you enough clearance there to get a screw in. So at least a minimum of 500, and I can go more than that if I want, but let's go a minimum of 500 for the tab. That would be this part from the column, from the face of the column out to the tab where the screw would go. So what I need to do is look at that ratio there. That's a good enough tab to get a screw in there. That's about like a 1032 maybe, 1032 diameter around there. Or I don't think it's 1/4-20, but I can work in that direction there. So at least if I give myself at least a 1/2 inch past the column. So we said that this column was 632. It would be about an inch and 500 would be 32, inch 32. Probably an inch and 1/8. If I can get some inch and 1/8 would be good. That would be enough to work with. So let's see if I can find some inch and 1/8 stock. Since I have plenty of aluminum scrap stock, I'm just going to start making out some scrap. It can be made out of aluminum, doesn't have to be out of steel. And since I have plenty of scrap, I'll use that. I'll use a lot of scrap up here now with these kind of projects like this. what I'll use is a 1032. That's about 187. I'll use 1032 thread. I'll have to make my own screw, of course, but I'll use 1032 architecture. And that should go inside there pretty good and give me enough room to work with. Okay, I want the tab to be at least 5/8. So I'll put the 5/8 on this here for the tab, and then I'll start coming back here to draw in the column hole. Okay, the first thing I want to do on any workpiece is get center lines. Okay, the edge of that clamp will be 5/8 of an inch up as we measured before. That will be the edge of the clamp where the screw goes through. And then from there back I need to get the column diameter. Okay, now this will be the center of the column at 0.941. Okay, now I can center punch that there center of the column. Okay, and then I can draw this out, the diameter here, just to give it a rough measurement here. And that'll be the center of the column going through, and the clamp come up to here, and the column going through here, and the rest of this will be waste then. And then I want to make the outside diameter also. And that will get cut off at this point here, and then just shaped this way here, and then clamped in this direction here. Okay, first off will be get this in my vise in the mill, and drill this through, and get that bored to the 0.632 in diameter, and then from there I can start working the other features. Okay, about 2 thousandths to go yet. Okay, that's showing 635. So let's see how that works. I need to let me double check it with this. Because remember, they're telescoping gauges. They're not the good ones at all. They're the imported ones. Yeah, but that's showing close to 635 on here too. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a stop here so I know where to put this at if I have to do more reboring. I'll put it on the side here, I guess. Okay, I'm all set with my stop here. Now I can take the workpiece out and we'll try it on the column. Of course, I have to deburr it too. Alright, that'll work. Alright, good. See that? Okay, next will be now to drill the clearance hole for a bolt to go through here. And then after that to cut the slot in here and then put a nut and bolt on there temporary and put that back on the column and tighten it up and see if that tightens okay on the column now. Okay, that's where I'll drill for my clearance hole for the bolt to go through. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's go drill this in the drill press. Okay, over to the drill press. With that sharpening, there should be no need for any kind of a center drill, because you'll just drill right into this. So find its own hole, pinch hole. Okay. Okay, it's a good clearance hole. That'll work. ready to go. Okay, since I don't have a screw long enough yet to test this out with, because I have to make a screw for it, I'll just try it this way here. And it's closing in there, so it is holding it. And it doesn't close in much for it to hold. The gap is still open. And it's catching, so that's good. That's all we need. That's all we need is enough to grab a hold. Okay, that should work.